I am so excited about this. The Pat Tillman Foundation and the Pat's Run that happens every year. If you've never been a part of this, if you're new to Arizona, if you want to get invested in the culture, if you want to find out some of the most unique things that are uniquely Arizona, you are going to find patriotism. You are going to find kindness. You are going to find giving. You are just going to feel great if you go to Pat's Run. It is an amazing experience. Even if you're not a runner, you can go and walk the path, and it is just a perfect event. It is so uniquely patriotically American, but it is also an Arizona-centric event centered around the life and the sacrifice of an American hero in Pat Tillman. Joining us to talk about Pat's Run is the Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Katherine Steele. Dr. Steele, thanks for doing this.
Oh, thanks for having me, Mike. I'm so excited to be with you and all of our Arizona listeners to talk about Pat's Run.
Yeah, it is the scholarships, and I want to talk about these scholarships because you yourself, aren't you? You were also a scholar, right? You were a recipient of the scholarship.
I was. In 2014, I applied and was selected as a Tillman Scholar, and they paid for me to go to graduate school. And then for the last 11 years, they've paid to invest it in leadership development, mentorship opportunities, and connections to help me move forward as a constructive member of society.
It is anybody that was here that was such a fan of Pat Tillman. He was such a unique human being, and to watch him on the football field, but off the field and the way he conducted himself and his as he was as a human being and let people see him. He was loved in this valley by the people that watched him as an athlete. The legacy after his sacrifice of what you were able to get in an education seems to be an appropriate and fitting way to honor his life.
Yeah, and this year's theme is legacy in every stride. It really honors every era of Pat's life and legacy. So his time as a Sun Devil, his time as a Cardinal, and his time as a Ranger. People that know Pat talk about his character, and that was something that just held true for every phase of his life. And it's what the Tillman Scholars attempt to do and be the ripple effect of his legacy.
You know, it's interesting. I also understand. I lost a brother in Iraq at the very beginning of the war in 2003. And when I was speaking about my brother, I would tell people it isn't about how he lost his life. It's about how he lived his life. And I think that for the people that were around, like I was, to watch Pat Tillman play football, we still have that sense of who he was as a human being. Pat's Run is one way just to keep that alive, and the person he was and his dedication to others and what a great teammate he was, whether it was on the football field or as a Ranger.
Yeah, this year it's 20 years that the foundation has been around, and we talk about the fact that we're here 20 years later because Pat lived, and because of how Pat lived his life, and to be a part of Pat's Run, to be a part of the foundation and invest in it. It's just one way to say, how can I make an impact? How can I connect with my community and be part of a legacy?
So what will be different this year? It seems like every year they find a way to make it better. What is going to be different this year? What can anyone that goes to Pat's Run expect this year?
Well, like you mentioned at the start, it is just an incredibly moving experience. You can run, you can walk, you can stroll with your family and friends, and crossing into Mountain America Stadium on that 42-yard line is special. We talk about you're out there with 30,000 of your closest friends. This year, things that are different, we are actually going to have a post-race event called Tillman Tailgate. So the first time ever, we are going to have a main stage with live music. We are going to have food truck vendors. We have an incredible amount of expo partners there, and we're going to have a beer truck on site as well. So it's really a chance for your family to come out, your community come out and do the race, and then stay and be with each other as Arizonans and celebrate Pat and his legacy and community. So it's going to be a great party afterwards, and we're really excited about having everybody there.
The money that is raised through Pat's Run and through the other events for the Tillman Foundation, will you explain just how this affects people's lives?
Yeah, thank you so much. So every year we pick a new class of Tillman Scholars, usually around 60 of them that join the fold. We have nearly 1,000. We pay for them to go back to school, and then we invest in them for the lifetime of their time as Tillman Scholars. So we send them to conferences, professional development opportunities, leadership development opportunities. We want to invest in them. They have demonstrated through their past service as veterans, active duty, and military spouses that they want to make an impact. And we as a foundation want to lean into that. We give about $1.5 million every year just in scholarship funding, and then all of the other things that we do for that community. And it's incredible if you go to our website, ptf.org, and click on scholars to read the stories of these incredible humans that are leading in their communities.
How did it change your life when you became a scholar and the opportunities it's given you? How did it change your life?
In so many ways, and it became so much more than the money. It's great because you're trying to go back to school and you have all of this debt. And so there's an alleviation of that, but it's this community. It's a community of people for military spouses, veterans, and active duty to say, we're here with you. We understand the journey you've been on, and we want to lean in and help you do the thing that you want to do to make a difference in the world and in your impact area. And so it's become this network of friends, family, supporters, encouragers that really push you to say, how do you want to live your life? How are you going to make a difference? And we're going to hold you accountable to make sure that you do that and then support you along the way. I would not be where I am without the Pat Tillman Foundation and the incredible Tillman scholars and supporters of the foundation that lean into Pat's legacy and what we're trying to do here as a foundation.
For the people that want to attend, that want to go, that haven't been, what's the best way for them to be a part of Pat's Run?
Yeah, go to our website, patsrun.org. You can sign up, or you can go to ptf.org and you can get to the race that way. Register with your neighbors, your community, your friends, your family, whatever it is. Sign up. There's a lot of different things you can do with add-ons. You can donate if you can't attend, but if you can't run in person or walk in person, you can do it virtual too. We just want people to lean in to the goodness that is the foundation, the goodness that is Pat's legacy, and let's all be a part of it together.
Dr. Steele, I hope I get to meet you at the race. I can't wait to get out there. It is an event I look forward to every single year, and it's a feeling like no other to be there for that event. And thanks for coming and sharing this morning, and hopefully we can talk about this more often.
Absolutely. Look forward to seeing you, Mike.
All right. Thanks. That is Dr. Katherine Steele. She is a Tillman scholar, and she is also the chief executive officer of Pat's Run. Get signed up. You're going to be happy that you did if you've never been.
Thanks for watching the Mike Broomhead Show. Catch up on Amazing Arizonans, a KTAR News podcast, and click the button in the middle to subscribe.